One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas State's offense will get first crack at it today. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder and delivers the blow. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been
turning it on.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. catch in the middle. It's Clinton. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Got his man down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Young. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The extra point here would tie the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Mooney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, what a move. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg and rolling out. They get to him as he throws. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, the hops. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. QB draw. And some room to work. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now
he lost one down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Young. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll run it again. Into the end zone he goes. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can... There he goes! At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Kansas State! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Quick step and go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback on the keeper. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Clinton. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, that find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Pocket breaking down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Hands it off. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team. And they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. And let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run to the left, fighting off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Clinton.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the...
Oh, out of space. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Makes the grab, it's Young. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin. Ready to start the second half here. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with
turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kansas State, 42. Arkansas, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big... And for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got... A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quick handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kansas State. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at it. 7-game winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he can go. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's caught, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Young. Smashes through the tackle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Banks.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running to the left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Run in the red zone. It's Bettis. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Banks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
It'll be a draw. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll run it on first and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coach